There's no such thing as a sure thing investment, and in this video, I will go over some of the risks of investing in Alibaba in 1 minute. You're watching More Money? Let's go. So risk number one, the CCP will not allow any company to grow too large, so Alibaba is doomed. In my opinion, I don't think that the CPP has a problem with large companies, as Chinese oil, technology, and banking names have been amongst the top 10 companies globally in the past and today. Where I see the issue is that when a company becomes large enough to become a systemic risk to the overall Chinese economy, such as a developed monopoly like a fintech firm not following financial regulations and data security risks. The Chinese economy is still developing and is susceptible to shocks, so the CCP will step in if they need to avoid catastrophes. I have not yet seen evidence suggesting that the CCP will stop a company from getting larger than a specified size. Risk number two, a variable interest entity structure or a VIE is very risky. I actually agree with this, as this is a very risky structure because at the end of the day, you own nothing but a promise. The question, however, is why would China allow a systemic defrauding of US investors across all of their VIE names? The cost of capital would immensely increase and their capital windows would close. Why shoot yourself in the foot? To me, guys, it doesn't make sense. Risk number three, tensions between the US and China will continue to rise. Tensions can increase all they want, but can either country really afford to go to war or even sanction each other? China relies on the US and its allies heavily for trade. What's best for both companies is to continue to work together. China plans to be carbon neutral by 2060. They will absolutely need global investment for this to happen. We may not like it, but we have to play nice in this sandbox. Risk number four, the CCP is against excessive wealth. I personally believe that rising wealth inequality is in itself not an issue, but it can become a problem if the average Chinese citizen is also not being lifted out of poverty. This is where the corporate donations into common prosperity that we have seen and potentially higher corporate and property taxation comes into play. The CCP is clear. Everyone needs to benefit. Otherwise, you could see political unrest and a potential threat to the CCP's power over its citizens through an uprising formed from resentment. Now, these aren't the only risks over Alibaba. I made another list covering 4 other additional risks, which you can grab right here.